we interrupt your regular programming to bring you this special AM 1450 live sports broadcast.
Don't believe me, just watch.
No score on that board, Mike. Feels like a prize fight, the beginning of a heavyweight prize fight where each opponent sort of feels out the weaknesses of the other one. Yeah, each of them getting in a couple of heavy body shots along the way here. We'll see who softens up first.
Wait a minute.
He's got a man open. He hits him 20 yards, 30 yards, still on his feet, 40, and he will score all the way down. Call that a 65-yard touchdown for the Catoctin Cougars. Wow, and in a sudden turn of events in the momentum of this game, on a long bomb, perfectly dropped right in the bucket from Zachary Scott. Man, he hit him in stride right over top of the defender, right into his outstretched arm. And then it was just a foot race.
Let me tell you a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
Musselman, shotgun formation, takes a snap, looks right. Backfield, runs the draw. There's nobody around him. He's got room. He's still on his feet down the 20. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Linganore Lancer on a 50-yard run from the line of scrimmage. Quarterback draw by Nathaniel Musselman.
Come show me. Come on, dance. Jump on it. If you
They go to their power NFL Pro set. They hand off to the deep back straight ahead. Touchdown, Walkersville Lions. Low man wins on that one, Dave.
Good blocking from the backfield and a nice surge from the offensive line.
Well, that was an impressive drive that started out all the way back on the 27-yard line for Walkersville, and they just shoved that ball down Tuckson's throat.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Don't believe me, just watch.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Linganore High School, home of the Lancers, and we have got some exciting special edition Thursday Night Lights football for you. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play. Join here in the press box with Rick Little, and color analyst, and with Will Burns, our videographer. Rick, how's it look out there tonight?
Sound like a broken record here, but what a beautiful night for high school football again in Frederick County. And here we are with two of the top teams in the state of Maryland in high school football facing off here on an early matchup. Week 4, kind of early, but what a matchup we have here tonight, Michael.
Yeah, it is, and it feels like playoff football. It really does. Although these two teams are no longer in, well, they never were, but they're not in the same division. Walkersville, of course, the 2A state champions, looking to go back for the third time in a row, for the third year in a row, so state championships. And Linganore trying to get back in it after a disappointing year, 7-4 last year. They're the 3A, but Linganore looks like the one to put the money on, because the state shook up the entire lineup and realigned everything, and Linganore's sitting high atop the MPSSAA fourth-week standings. In the point standings, they're number 1 in the whole state.
In the whole state, they're the top 3A team, and as they say in the prize fight, though, there will not be a rematch. As you said, Walkersville's a 2A team. They'll go through that region with Damascus, Middletown, Oakdale, all 4 of which come in tonight, week 5, undefeated. So, and then Linganore's standing alone in their region in the 3A as the only undefeated team, having beat Westminster a few weeks ago. They're the only one-loss team behind them. So, as you said, Linganore is kind of has that inside shot at the playoffs, at the top seed for 3A West, whereas Walkersville, even though they're undefeated, is currently sitting in 4th place in the points. So this game, with the points that could be accumulated if Walkersville is able to come out of here with a win, is huge, huge, huge for them in the playoff standings.
Well, you're right. I was going to say, don't kid yourself that this game doesn't have implications just because they're not in the same division. I mean, first of all, from a straight football standpoint, this is all about playoff experience, because you're looking at 2 definite playoff teams.
Clearly.
So.
Yep. And talking about that, I mean, we were talking about some of the stats before we went on. It is unreal, some of the statistics that these teams have both put up offensively. We have 6 of the top 16 running backs in the county playing tonight.
Wow.
2 of the top 4 quarterbacks playing tonight. 2 of the top 4 receivers on the field tonight. So the offensive firepower in tonight's game is just unmatched for what you typically see in a high school football game.
Yeah, and if that isn't enough, the defensive fronts are even more awesome. You look at the defense for each of these teams. They've only given up. Walkersville's only given up 6 points,
and that
all
was actually
season.
A kick return. So the defense for Walkersville has not given up a single point all year, and Linganore's giving up 8.5 points per game, and 28 of those came Westminster in one game. So if you rule that one out, their defense is as stout as Walkersville's.
So, I mean, what all this really means is that this should be one of the best football games of the year.
And something's going to give, because I do not expect Walkersville to put up 63 points, nor would I expect Linganore to put up 48 points. So this game actually might come down to whoever plays the cleanest offensive game. Well, no turnovers, just keep the ball, move the sticks, and I do expect to see some big plays, because some of the stats with the running backs for Walkersville, Jacob Wetzel, Tyler Gleason, averaging 15 yards per carry. That's unfathomable as far as a running back in stats. And then the 2 running backs for Linganore with Devon Butler and Zamari Snowden, unbelievable athletes. They could break any play for a touchdown anytime.
All right, well, with that said, we're going to step aside for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
You know that work doesn't begin and end with the hours posted on your door. Hi, this is Business Development Officer Mary Berry, and at Frederick County Bank, we understand that too. That's why we make business banking easy and accessible, anytime, anywhere. From BuzzPoint Merchant Reward and Loyalty to online banking, remote deposit capture to business courier service, Frederick County Bank, Frederick's true community bank, is open for business, anytime, anywhere. Contact me at 301-620-1400 and online at fcbmd.com. Member FDIC.
MedOne Pharmacy is the largest locally owned and operated pharmacy in Frederick County. MedOne Pharmacy has 4 locations in Brunswick, Emmitsburg, Middletown, and Thurmont to provide you with convenience, experience, service, tradition, and value. MedOne Pharmacy. Check out their website at medonepharmacy.com. That's MEDONE pharmacy.com today. Or for more information, call them at 301-271-2223.
MedOne Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Frederick County Public School Athletics.
Richard Riley here. Time to ride at the Yamaha Time to Ride sales event at Fredericktown Yamaha. With great deals like low financing for 36 months on nearly every Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Save big on Yamaha sport bikes like the Superbike Champion R1, or ride off on a 4-stroke WR, TTR, or YZ dirt bike like the revolutionary YZ 450F. ATVs more your thing? Stop in and see the real-world touch Grizzly utility ATVs like the Grizzly 550 FI with electric power steering. Just visit FredericktownYamaha.com today for details. But don't delay, because it's time to ride, and Yamaha Time to Save is running out.
Finance offer subject to credit approval. Applies to purchases of new Star motorcycles made in a Yamaha installment financing loan account from now until September 30th. Minimum contract length 24 months, maximum 36 months. Minimum amount financed $5,000. See dealers for details.
And welcome back to Linganore High School, home of the Lancers, and we're here for a really exciting game. We've got it for you tonight right here, and we want to thank our sponsors for making this game possible. Brownie's Auto Care, David Salon, Frederick County Bank, Gettysburg Auto Auction, MedOne Pharmacy, and finally, Play It Again Sports. Thanks for sponsoring tonight's Linganore Lancers Walkersville Lions football game. And both teams are out on the field. Linganore in their home black and black, white lettering with black helmets. Walkersville here with their road white and white with the blue helmets, royal blue with the yellow lettering. And the referees are in midfield with the team captains for the coin toss. Rick, we've got a full house out here tonight.
Great crowd. Both sides bleachers are full. People are starting to stand by the fence. This is just a great atmosphere for high school football. And as you said earlier, Michael, this is week 5, but this is playoff atmosphere. This is playoff football. 2 of the top teams in the state of Maryland head-to-head, right here, backyard brawl, so to speak, 3A, 2A. Let's play.
That's right. We've got a friend just walked in the door, Billy Shreve. Billy, who are you rooting for tonight?
You know what? I have a friend of the family that plays on Walkersville, so I think I'm going with Walkersville, but it's going to be a tough game, and I can't wait. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's good to see you out here. Did you ride your motorcycle tonight?
Not tonight, but it's a great night, beautiful evening for football, and I probably should have.
Yeah. It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, it's hard to believe it's the last week in September here. We're so blessed with the great weather we've had here. Actually, it's been a little too warm, I think.
Yeah, it's been a little too warm, but it's starting to cool off. Spring is in the air, the leaves are falling, and it's football season.
Billy, what do you think the key to this game is going to be? Any ideas?
Oh, my gosh. Stopping the run for stopping the Linganore running game. They have some great running backs. I think on Walkersville they have a lot of weapons, great defensive players who also play on offense. So it's going to be a battle.
All right. Well, Councilman Billy Shreve here in the booth with us. Rick, how's it looking on the field? Are we ready? Do we know who won the coin toss?
Linganore did win the toss, chose to defer, not surprising. So Walkersville's got to get their hands on the football first.
All right. Both teams have taken the field. The ball's being spotted on the 40-yard line by the Lancers, and the Lancers will kick off left to right on your radio dial to the Walkersville Lions. Walkersville offense will have first possession here. 2 receivers back deep, standing right on the 5-yard line. And we're ready. The crowd is up and on their feet, and here we go.
So Walkersville, in their scouting report, saw that Linganore likes to pooch it over here. They have Jacob Wetzel standing right where they like to kick the football. So we'll see if weapon number 1 gets it.
They kick this one away, high, deep, end over end, taking it to 10-yard line, 15, 20, cuts right, 30, 35. Got to see him. He's in the open field and all the way out to the 48-yard line. Great run back.
Josh Polis, they moved him to the back row. He's typically up here in the second row, but they didn't think they'd kick it deep. But Josh, being a wide receiver, he's not afraid to run that football all the way up, as you said, to the 46-yard line. First down, Walkersville.
And he was motoring on that one. Here they come. Walkersville quickly out to the line of scrimmage, I formation behind Gant. Gant looks over the defense, leans down under center. Handoff to the deep back, off right tackle, sticks his head into it and drills ahead. Forward progress about maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Yep, isolation right. Ty Littleton running behind the fullback, Christian Policelli. 3-yard gain on the play. Well played by the front 7 of the Linganore Lancers. Second down, Walkersville.
Okay, call it 2nd and 7 ball on the 48-yard line in Walkersville territory, but the Lions are threatening to cross midfield. 1 receiver split wide left. Handoff to the deep back. He bounces it outside. Stiff arms 1 opponent. On his feet. First down yardage and then some. We're going to call that a 10-yard carry.
Jacob Wetzel, who typically plays in the slot, is going to run some tailback tonight. That was his first carry. It was a designed run play up the middle, but he saw and broke to the outside, used his speed around the corner. Nice 12-yard gain for Jacob. First down, Walkersville.
So they're in Lancers territory now with the ball spotted on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions as they break the huddle.
See if Coach Polis doesn't kind of break some of the trends here and throw the football early.
I formation, handoff to the up back on a straight ahead dive. He drills ahead for about a 4-yard gain.
I get Christian Policelli on the inside trap. Followed the left guard through in the hole. Pick up about 4 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 6 on the 35-yard line of the Lancers.
Walkersville staying on the ground, moving that ball consistently, picking up 4 or 5 yards of carry here. Same formation. 1 receiver split wide to the wide side with a slot underneath him. Pitch to the deep back off tackle. Busted in the secondary, falls ahead for first down yardage and all the way out to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
With the slot left to the wide side, they did a power toss to Jacob Wetzel again at tailback. He went off the right side behind the tight end. Nice gain. Another first down for Walkersville. They moved the chains.
And they shuttle in the big guy. Linganore's number 78 comes into the game.
He'll be a good matchup against Walkersville's number 78.
Two big bodies out there. Irvin Briscoe. Here we go. Straight ahead.
Got an early flag. I didn't see any movement, but there could have been an early jump or someone lined up in the neutral zone.
Well, the side judge threw it, so he's in talking to the referee now. And I believe they're calling offsides. Oh, so they were lined up in the neutral zone. The Lions were, so that's going to cost them 5.
Yep. So he must have just taken his 3-point stance and just standing in the neutral zone. So that moves them back 5 yards, 1st and 15 at the 31-yard line of Linganore.
Lions break the huddle out to the line of scrimmage. They trot. Again, I formation. This time 2 receivers split wide. Handoff to the deep back off left tackle. Follows his blockers. Patient. Gets a couple of yards. Not much there, Rick.
Yep. Well played. 49 for Linganore. Not surprisingly, Luke Freeman, their leading tackler, linebacker, picked up that isolation. Ty Littleton, very little gain, maybe 1 yard. So it'll be 2nd and 14 for Walkersville. We'll see if he stays with the staple running game or actually tries to mix it up here a little bit. I believe he feels he's in 4-down territory, so there's nothing off the playbook that he won't run tonight.
Handoff again. He wants to pass. He's looking out there. Got a man in the flat. Overthrows him.
Just a little high. Josh Polis goes up high off his fingertips on the out pattern. Bring up 3rd and 14 for the Walkersville Lions.
Well, the ball's spotted on the 29-yard line now. They have to get all the way down to the 15 to get first down yardage.
Looks like Linganore is having number 10, Joey Felton, follow number 2, Josh Polis, all over the football field.
They're in a cover 2 deep. There it is. He's rolling his right, wants to pass. Got a man out in the flat, wide open, caught and drilled out of bounds. Did he get enough there? I think he's short.
By our angle, looks like he's a yard or 2 short of the first down, Michael. Exact same play as last time. They're giving a good bit of cushion to Josh. So he did a 10-yard out, caught it, fell forward for 2. So we got 4th and 2 at the 8-yard line. I'm sorry, check that, 18-yard line of Linganore. And they have their offense on the field.
And here they go. They're going for it, and the crowd is getting into this now, starting to come alive as we go into the power set. Handoff to the deep back straight ahead. He stutter steps, drives, sticks his nose in there and gets it.
Jacob Wetzel, power out right, and he just followed his blocking. A little hesitation move right at the beginning. He avoided Jacob Zudell in the backfield, who had penetration. Jacob was able to avoid him. First down. Looks like we're now on the 13-yard line. First down and 10.
So the Lions continue to move the chains as they shuttle the play into the huddle from the sideline. Coach Paulus has got it called. They break the huddle and come out quickly to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers split wide. I formation behind Gant. He leans down under center, takes the snap, quick out pattern, hits the man, hooks up, and he's immediately caught and tackled. So that's probably good for a couple.
Looks like 2-yard gain on the out. I believe they're setting things up for Josh on the out and down. That was so far 3 in a row, just quick out patterns to Josh.
That's a great observation because one pump fake and it's Katie barred the door in the end zone. So let's see if they're setting that up like you mentioned. Linganore shuttling in an extra D-back. Going with a nickel package now.
And it looks like Walkersville's choosing to set an offensive formation that puts Josh Polis as a wide receiver alone, tight end and flanker opposite of him. So it's kind of one-on-one out there with the D-back from Linganore and Josh Polis.
Hands off to the D-back straight ahead, slams into the line, breaks through, and walks into the end zone untouched.
Jacob Wetzel, ISO right, as you said, broke the first tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and then a little veer to his right, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown Walkersville. An impressive 54-yard drive there to start, including 1 fourth down conversion. Impressive.
Very impressive. Walkersville draws first blood here as they set up for the PAT.
Number 11.
Blocked. Number 11, Nathan Sadler, and they blocked the kick. No good. So the score will remain at 6-0. Walkersville on top as we'll get ready for the kickoff and step aside for a short break. We'll be right back.
This can be a busy time of year, running around getting ready for company, visiting friends, or spending time enjoying family. We are all too familiar with a growing list of errands that need our attention. Gary the Barber knows how busy life can get, and so he makes sure that your convenience and a great haircut are first on his list. Gary the Barber is conveniently located at 213 Tippin Drive in Thurmont, Maryland, to serve you. Gary the Barber has hours to accommodate any busy schedule. Appointments are available by calling 301-305-7895.
Welcome back. Here we go. There's our kickoff down the field. And it's taken at the 10-yard line out to the 15, 20, spin move, still on his feet, and all the way out to the 25-yard line. Is that Zamari Snowden?
Yes, actually, Zamari Snowden caught that on the 2-yard line, Michael. Broke up through the initial wave of Walkersville coverage men. Number 42, Miles Roberts on the stop there. Sets up Linganore at the 25-yard line for their first offensive possession.
Well, Linganore comes out in the power I. No, just a straight I formation. They hand off to the up back on a dive right ahead, about 3 yards on the carry as he protects the ball nicely and gets good positive yardage.
Yeah, they had a wing right. He came in a short motion, and they have Devon Butler lined up at the fullback spot. He took the handoff, little dive to the left, a 3-yard pickup for Linganore. Keeps them on schedule on first down.
Linganore running a no-huddle offense here. They're already back to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation. Wing right, 2 receivers split left. Fakes the handoff, wants a pass, looking to his right, got a man out, throws it away.
Little read option there. He pulled it. Looked for number 6 down the sidelines, well covered. As you said, probably a throwaway. Joey Kolak, well covered.
Yeah, Kolak, they were all over him. They forced him to the outside and right into his own bench. And wisely, Ryan Lay threw it away, which will bring up 3rd and we'll call it 7 with the ball right on the 28. And this is an important down for Linganore because Walkersville just marched right down the field. Linganore needs to establish some kind of depth. Looking again to pass, got a man a quick out, hook up right there at the marker, and he's got the first down. Beautiful pass with Zamari Snowden.
Dropped.
He dropped it. We couldn't see. The players were in the way.
Yep. I watched the referee waved him off.
So he must have dropped it on the hit contact from the D-back.
I believe so. Well covered. Aaron Yonke put a nice solid hit on him.
So there's the punt formation that gets a nice punt away, drives the receiver all the way back to the 30. He settles down 35, 40, 45, still on his feet, cuts it outside 50 and out of bounds into the Walkersville crowd. But it's in Linganore territory at the 48-yard line, and it'll be Walkersville 1st and 10 with great field position.
Late flag on the play. I think Walkersville with an unnecessary hit after the play was basically over. So
that one's going to get tacked on
backwards. Come
backwards.
Back 15 yards from where Jacob got knocked out of bounds. So it's going to move it back in Walkersville territory inside their 40.
And the referees are huddled up on the far side, far hash mark, determining where that spot was of the infraction. They call it personal foul against Walkersville is the call. Did he signal face mask first?
No, it was personal foul.
Personal foul, okay. So they step it off. It's a 15-yarder, and that's going to take it all the way back to the 42-yard line, back in Linganore territory. Well, in Walkersville territory. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, just that was kind of a silly, maybe an adrenaline type thing. He didn't need to hit that young man from Linganore, and rightfully called penalty on it.
Walkersville out to the line of scrimmage. High formation behind Gant. 2 receivers split. Handoff to the deep back straight ahead. Follows his blockers, churning, driving, and he gains 6 on the carry.
ISO left, Jacob Wetzel following his offensive line, and fullback Christian Paliselli. Really good initial blocking at the line of scrimmage, and as you said, picked up 5 yards.
I'm very impressed with the patience of these Walkersville running backs. They wait for the hole to develop and their lead blockers to lead them through it.
This is a very experienced core of running backs from Walkersville, and as you said, very patient. They read the blocks well.
There's a penalty now. And I know exactly what that was. They had the near receiver was lined off the line of scrimmage.
Again.
And
another
he even signaled to the referee to check him and then didn't look over for the check. Because that very same referee is the one who threw the hanky.
Yep, I have a feeling it's the same receiver on the same side twice.
So Walkersville having a little trouble with their second series here with the football after putting 6 up on the board on a touchdown and a failed extra point attempt. They come out 2nd and 12 now with the ball right on the 40-yard line. 2 receivers split wide, I formation behind Gant. Gant wants to throw, looking right, got a man, flings it out there in the flat, it's caught, and he backs out of line, out of bounds, right at the first down marker. He got a little bit of extra, so that'll move the chains.
Looks like they're marking him a little shy here.
You're right, they are.
1 yard shy. He must have been out of bounds before he thought he was, because he continued to back out. So we got 3rd and 1 at the Linganore 49.
That's right. The referee here on the near side of the field didn't have the mark we thought we were getting, so they've got a yard to go now as the Linganore defense tightens up. Here they come, straight ahead at him, and they got it and then some. He spins, turns, falls ahead for 5.
Impressive initial blocks again by the offensive line. Walkersville, nobody touched Jacob until he was 5 yards down the field. Another Walkersville first down. They continue to drive at the Linganore 43-yard line.
First down, Walkersville.
This defensive line from Linganore's already looking a little tired. Hands on hips.
Wetzel's rushed for 242 yards on 16 carries this year, and he's tacking onto those stats right now. Handoff to the up back, straight ahead. Into the secondary, breaks through, breaks one tackle, breaks another. It's a foot race for the end zone now. 1 man to beat, and he runs over top of him and dives in.
Tyler Gleason on an inside trap from his fullback position. I lost track. I'm going to give him credit for breaking at least 4 tackles up the middle, then down the sidelines in front of the Walkersville bench. Breaks another tackle all the way down to the 3-yard line. First and goal, Walkersville at the Lancers 3.
He made it look pretty easy, but, I mean, he was just barreling over. And that last D-back he took on, number 5, that's Nick Albano. He just literally ran over top of him like a freight train.
And that's a fullback averaging 15 yards per carry, Tyler Gleason.
Power I, handoff to the deep back, straight ahead, runs through one arm. There's a flag into the pile, spin, and we've got whistles. It's right down to the goal line.
That's usually a flag. That's a holding penalty.
That's it, holding against Walkersville. So that's 3 penalties on this drive.
That's up to 5 already, and I'm sure Coach Pohl's not going to be happy about that.
You're saying 5 penalties on this drive?
5 penalties total for the game, 3 on this drive.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they were able to overcome 2 penalties in the first drive. This is a 10-yard march off from the spot of the foul. So we're back to the 14-yard line, repeating first down.
So it's 1st and goal from the 14 now, as the play is shuttled into the Walkersville huddle.
See if Coach Poles doesn't trust a different receiver here on first down, or he's just going to keep running the football.
Linganore has 8 in the box looking for the run, and that's exactly what they see, and they stuff it right at the point of attack.
Luke Freeman, well played, stopped the fullback trap. Christian Policelli for no gain or a very short gain, so we're up to the 12-yard line, second down.
3:30 to go in the first, 6-0. Walkersville on top and threatening. Offset eye, handoff to the up back, straight ahead, breaks the tackle, runs through another, and then he's drilled down.
Okay, actually, Billy Gant, quarterback, faked the fullback dive, and he ran around the end himself on an option play, turned the corner. Number 15, Billy Gant on the carry, and he's up to the 8-yard line of Linganore.
So that's 3rd and goal from the 8 now. Do you think Walkersville will try the field goal if they fail on this attempt?
If Coach Pola...
Here we go. Wants to pass, looking for the fake, got a man. Oh!
That's got to be...
No flag.
Oh. Jacob Wetzel tried to come out of the backfield.
He was on a wheel route.
And Linganore knocked him down.
Knocked him down. They've hammered him down.
And no call.
And why is that not a penalty?
In high school football, I don't know why that's not a penalty. There's no such thing as within a yard of the line of scrimmage. He was an eligible receiver, was not able to play the football. In my judgment, that should have been a penalty.
So the field goal unit comes out on the field as we surmised. The ball will be spotted.
Here, you see if Joey Felton gets around the edge again.
On the 21-yard line.
Point.
It'll be a 31-yard kick. The snap, the set, the kick is up. It looks good, and it is no good. Wide righty.
Wide right.
He sliced it to the right, and the score will remain at 6-0, and I would call that a moral victory for Linganore, wouldn't you?
Yes, that was a big stop by Linganore, not giving up any points at all, keeping the game within one score. Joey Felton, again, coming around that edge. With his speed, I'm not sure he blocked that, but he certainly may have intimidated the field goal kicker.
So now Linganore takes over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff to the deep back. A lot of guys in the backfield.
Ball's out.
And the ball's out, and Walkersville's got it. Fumble on the play. Walkersville recovers. So the first play from scrimmage on that offensive possession for Linganore, they run a simple play off tackle and spit the ball up.
Solid hit by the defensive lineman. I'm sorry I didn't see who that was, but that ball flew out of Linganore running back's hands. And as you said, Walkersville covers it, so they'll start their 3rd drive of the game here on the Linganore 24-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Lions, 2:32 to go in the first quarter, 6-0. Lions on top as they run to the line of scrimmage quickly. They split 2 receivers out with that same I formation behind Gant. Handoff to the deep back off right tackle, runs through a big hole and falls ahead for about 3 on the carry.
Defensive back Zachary Willett on the stop out of his secondary position. Ty Littleton hit that seam quickly, 4-yard gain for Walkersville. 2nd and 6, just inside the 20-yard line of Linganore.
Lions out to the line of scrimmage. Same formation. Gant under center. Hands off to the deep back. Same play. This time he falls ahead for about a yard or 2. Not much there for Wetzel.
Yep. ISO right again, as you said. Jake Wetzel that time kind of hunting for some running room. Surprisingly fell forward for a gain of about 3. Yeah. So we got a third down, a long one, just outside the 15-yard line of Linganore.
And obviously we're in 2-down territory here, so it's going to be a really difficult stop for the Lancers right here now against this solid
Linganore needs to find a way to get some penetration on their defensive front.
Handoff to the up back, and he's caught and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard, but not enough for 1st down yardage. That's going to bring up 4th and short.
So we got 4th and about half a yard. Christian Policelli again on that fullback trap. Not much running room there. Both linebackers for Linganore. Number 43, Bobby Ambush, and number 49, Luke Freeman, were right there for the early stop.
Well, 2 players coming to the huddle with the play for the Maryland State 2A champs. They're on an 18-game win streak as they break to the line of huddle in a power I formation. They're just going to run it down Linganore's throat right here.
10 men in the box.
Straight ahead. Stop it? It's going to be close. It's right at the marker.
Okay, the far side line judge is coming in with a good solid foot in front of the 10-yard line.
You're right.
If that mark sticks, I think Walkersville will have a first down.
Well, the side judge on our side is standing right on the 15-yard line. So we have now they're signaling first downs.
That's all the way up to the 14-yard line, Michael.
It is. So they got the mark on that one, and the first down on a straight-ahead power drive out of the power I.
That offensive line with their push forward is kind of deceiving us where the running back's actually getting tackled.
Walkersville coming into this game with 748 yards of offense already, and there's a straight-ahead jump dive into the secondary. Let's call it a gain of about 4 on the carry.
Christian Policelli on the fullback dive again, and he dove up to the 10-yard line of Linganore. 2nd and 10 at the 10. Check that. 2nd and 6 at the 10.
He got a little air on that one, Rick.
He's a great athlete as he dove forward, breaking the tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with the Walkersville Lions leading 6-0. We'll change into the fields, and we'll be right back after this important commercial message.
Mount Airy Mattress is not about gimmicks. It's about sleep. They believe they can help you learn how to sleep better. Their family is dedicated to providing you superior service at the best price. That's why they'll donate a portion of your mattress purchase to your favorite charity. Shop at a place that truly cares about you and your sleep. Mount Airy Mattress. See for yourself. Stop by today. Located on East Ridgeville Boulevard, just off Route 27 in Mount Airy, or call at 301-829-8855. Mount Airy Mattress, your local sleep specialist.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Linganore's out on the field, and here come the Lions. And we've changed into the field now. They're on the southern end of the Linganore field. 12 minutes on the clock in the first half. 2nd down and 7 with the ball on the 10 as Gant takes a long time to look over that defense and then leans down under center. Hands off to the deep back. ISO left. Bounces it outside. And he's caught by 2 defenders for no gain.
No room that time. Jacob Wetzel up the middle, tried to bounce it outside. No room. Number 2, Zachary Willett, again from his defensive back position, come up to secure the tackle. Be 3rd down at the 10-yard line.
You think they might go to the air on this one?
I think
little play action.
Little play action here maybe, or just so far they've been hitting Josh Polis on this quick out. He's going up to the far side.
He's got him out split wide, and they're not covering him.
All isolated by himself.
He is, and that's exactly where they're looking. They're faking it, and then he runs with it, and he's hammered after a 1-yard gain. Now Linganore says they have the ball. Let's see what the call is on the field. It must have come out. And then they're saying down on contact. No.
Down on contact, and he's all the way up to the 7-yard line, actually. Billy Gant looked for the out. Pulled it down, took off, gained 3 yards. Now we got a 4th down and 2. And Coach Polis with a decision to make here.
Do you kick the field goal after you've already missed one?
It looks like they're staying on the field. Here comes the complement of running backs for Walkersville. I would not be surprised they try to pull Linganore off.
Now Walkersville calls timeout. I don't think they had the right formation set. They went to the power I, but they want to take a look at this.
Michael, if the play clock was right, they were down to 2 seconds on the play clock.
Okay.
And I think Coach Poles saw that, called a timeout.
Well, this offense is averaging 39 points per game, which in my mind is about 10. So if they score here, they're right on their pace. 10 per quarter.
Actually, you're looking at last year's stats. Walkersville's averaging 63 points a game so far this year in 4 games.
That's what I
And as we said, they won't get 63 against Linganore, but they're off to a good start. A second score here by Walkersville would be huge to go up 2 scores against this potent Linganore offense.
Yeah, I read it wrong. It's 63 right here. I read the wrong one. Gant in his 3rd season, 4th in the county in passing, is looking at a 4th and 2. Obviously, this is a power run. High formation behind Gant. He hands off. No, he fakes the handoff, rolls out, got a man in the right. Oh, and he throws it a little short, and it's incomplete. Linganore will take over on downs. He had him open, didn't he, Rick?
I think there was enough space there. Again, I'm not exactly sure. It was a roll out right, and as you said, the ball was just a little underthrown. The Walkersville receiver tried to come back for it, just couldn't get his hands under it.
Well, it was catchable, that's for sure. But in the heat of battle out there, a lot going on, and a lot of black jerseys around that ball. So Linganore gets a great stop on the defense here to keep Walkersville from scoring. But they're pinned deep in their own territory. Pistol formation. Wants to pass. Got a man on a quick out. Caught him. He's caught. 10-yard gain. And he falls ahead right at the marker.
Up to the 15-yard line. The quick out. Joe Kolick out of his tight end spot.
It's about a 9-yard gain. Just a little bit short of the marker there. But they get the most important thing is they get a little breathing room.
That was their best offensive play of the night so far, Michael.
High formation, 2 receivers split wide. Handoff to the deep back, bounces it around the left end, trying to get around the edge, and he does not. But he gets enough for the first down. And that was number 23 on the carry for Linganore.
Yep, Devon Butler out of his tailback position. In the pistol. Quarterback Ryan Lay, a little bit of read option. Hand it off.
Play is signaled in from the sidelines by Coach Connor, and the Lancers are ready. Again, handoff to the deep back, straight ahead. Still on his feet, breaks one in the secondary. Devon Butler again, another 9-yard carry.
Yep, ISO to the right. Devon Butler following behind fullback Samari Snowden. Nice gain on first down.
And that's 2 small backs with very similar characteristics, with one blocking for the other.
Strong, sturdy, quick, low to the ground. Walkersville has to hit them quick before they get any speed going.
Same formation for the Lancers. Same play, off tackle, looking for the hole, not much there, and he's dropped by number 65 at the line of scrimmage.
Enough penetration, enough push by the offensive line to get Linganore another first down.
And now they're going to, yep, they signal it. I thought they were going to measure, but they signal first down now. They move the chains again. So back-to-back first downs as Linganore digs its way out of a hole that started on the 2-yard line.
Walkersville with their 5-man front against the run formation of Linganore. Same play.
Butler outside.
Bounces.
Cuts, bounces, jump cuts, still on his feet. 10-yard carry by Devon Butler, and he moves the chains again.
Little off tackle to the right. Butler gets into that second layer, and he is dangerous. Saving tackle there by Jacob Wessel out of his safety position. First down, Linganore. Drive continues just outside the 40-yard line.
So Linganore starting to establish some momentum. Quickly to the line of scrimmage again. Ryan Lee with the long count wants to pass. Straight drop. Got a blitz in his face. Throws the pick. intercepted by number 2 as he's run out of bounds at the Linganore bench. And we've got a late hit out of bounds, and that's going to cost them. Walkersville's going to get another 15 tacked onto that on a bad Linganore foul.
A little misread by Linganore quarterback. He tried to hit the fly pattern. The safety for Walkersville, Josh Polis, was just sitting waiting on that one. Intercepted it about the 40-yard line all the way back into Linganore territory. Knocked out of bounds late at the 38-yard line of Linganore. So with this march off, this is going to put Walkersville in great position again.
Well, he shouldn't have tried to force it in there because he had double coverage. He was throwing into double coverage. He had one man on the pocket and one man sitting deep in the cover 2. And he tried to force it in there, and he just doesn't have the arm for that.
So either there was a missed signal.
Now they're marking it off.
They're marking off
Walkersville.
He gave a sign for 2 different penalties.
All right. Which were they?
They're walking back Walkersville way.
Yeah. All the way to 15 yards.
15 yards.
And now they're turning around. Personal foul against
15 yards right back
and now
to where he
they're
came from.
Why bother? So they go. It's just this is like a statement.
Either way, they put the ball down, mark it ready for play,
it's
and
the same spot.
Walkersville's at the 40-yard line of Linganore to start this drive.
All right. So the referees are making a statement out there now as they 2 opposing, rather than replay, they have 2 opposing personal fouls. Handoff to the deep back. Ty Littleton breaks the tackle, sticks his nose down there and drives straight ahead for 3.
Yep. Linganore starting to settle in with that run defense, getting some good penetration there. Ty Littleton broke the first tackle, but there was a wave of Lancers waiting on him. Picked up maybe a 3-yard on the carry.
2nd and 7 with the ball spotted on the 37-yard line. In Lancers territory, Walkersville has it up 6-0 with 7:43 to go in the half. I formation behind Gant. Handoff to the up back. There's a flag.
And another flag.
A lot of yellow hankies in this first half all of a sudden.
Another pre-snap penalty. So somebody's in the neutral zone again.
And they signal it is offsides against Walkersville. So it's that same call 3 times in a row. Somebody's lined up wrong.
And again, it looked like the split end, and either he's not recognizing what the referee's telling him, or the referee's not communicating
that he's
appropriately with the wide receiver.
Yeah. He's lined up in the neutral zone because he is.
Yeah.
He is. I saw him motion to the referee.
And typically they come out.
Yeah.
They ask the referee if they're right.
Right.
And he lets them know and gives them a chance to set. Then if they set in the neutral zone, the penalty's called. So clearly the Walkersville wide receivers are misreading.
2nd and 12 now. Ball on the 42 for the Lions. He wants to pass, looking to his left. Throws it out in a quick hook up, and it's a first down yardage. 12-yard gain on the throw. Now he's just a little bit short.
Yep. A little flood pattern over there. Had Josh Polis as wide receiver doing a turn in. Cleaver, the slot, actually was doing an out and down, and Jacob Wetzel was out in the flats. So Billy had a choice who to pick from. He chose Josh Polis. Nice pickup. 3rd and 3. Walkersville in 4-down territory.
Ball's in the 33-yard line now. As Gant signals out to the wide receiver, turns and hands off to the deep back, straight ahead. He lunges for about 3.
If that mark stands, that should be enough for a first down.
Right at the marker.
Ty Littleton with the ISO left. First down. Drive continues at the Linganore 29-yard line.
So if I had to make an observation, Walkersville has pretty much had the ball for most of the first half.
I haven't counted the plays, but it's only been about 6 plays for that last drive they did have it maybe 8. So we'll say 10 plays, but you're exactly right, Michael.
Handoff to the deep back, bounces it outside, still on his feet, breaks 1 tackle, and he's going to walk into the end zone.
Jacob Wetzel off tackle left, bounce it outside, 30-yard touchdown run.
Yes, it was.
Great blocking by the Walkersville offensive line and tight end. See if we're going for two here or the...
Or they look like they're doing the PAT.
Yep, here comes the extra point team in.
So they're going to go for the 1-point kick as they tee the ball up. And we're ready. The snap, the set, the kick is up, and it's smacked right up the middle and good. And we've got a 12-0, make it 13-0 ball game here.
So Walkersville was able to convert that turnover into some points, Michael. A big interception. Kind of after Linganore just started to get a little offensive momentum, they chose to go to the air, and Josh Polis was sitting there waiting on it. Interception, 7 points for Walkersville. So with 6 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the second quarter, Walkersville up 13-0. I'd say this is a pretty important drive for the Linganore Lancer offense.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that this is the first time this season this team has found themselves down by 2 scores in the first half.
And this is a formidable opponent. So the somehow has been able to overcome penalties. Linganore, the 2 turnovers have really hurt them.
There we go. There's the kick. Short kick, takes a 1 hop, picked up at the 15, out to the 20, 25, still on his feet. Let's see where they mark it.
Devon Butler picked that kick up off the bounce. Alonzo Hose on the stop for the Walkersville Lions. So we're at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Lancers. Pistol formation for Ryan Lee. Now he steps up under center and switches to the eye. Hand off to the up back, straight ahead, looking for a hole, nothing there. Literally 3/4 of the Walkersville team was there to make the tackle.
Led by number 1, Ty Littleton from his defensive end position in the backfield. Clean, made contact. Samari was able to fall forward for a 1-yard gain.
Got a bunch of really good games going on around the league, which we'll keep you up to date on. We've got Brunswick is at Hancock, Catoctin hosting Williamsport, Frederick at Smithsburg, Oakdale at Middletown. That's a huge game. That's 2 undefeated teams. We've got Tuscarora hosting TJ. And then finally tomorrow, Urbana travels to Delaware to play Silesium. Wants to pass. Ryan Lee scrambling. Got a bunch of guys in his face, and he's going to get sacked.
Great pressure by number 20, Alonzo Hose. Forced Ryan to run up field. Number 9, Jeremiah Sweet. And Krenzer, number 65, there to knock him down for a loss of 1. Be 3rd and 10 for Linganore.
So this is a huge down because it's obviously a passing situation for the Lancers. And you know those 2 deep safeties are going to be sitting back waiting for another INT.
Coach Connor likes to throw a little screen pass every now and then in these situations.
Now we've got a flag.
Flag and a delay of game.
He'd run out of time. He just didn't get it off in time, so that's going to cost him 5.
So that makes the task a little bit harder on the Linganore offense. 3rd and 15 now. Back at the 20-yard line.
In a game like this, where the 2 opponents are so close, it's the simple mistakes that kill you.
Yep, any mistake can be magnified.
3rd and 15 now with 4:32 to go in the half. 13-0, Walkersville leading. Lee wants to pass, got some pressure, steps up, throws it deep, and he overthrows. He had a man wide open, running deep on a post, but he overthrew him by about 5 yards.
Yep. Zamari Snowden, out of his slot position, ran a fly pattern right down the middle of the field. Josh Polis had to make a decision, either guard Joey Felton running down his left or Snowden down his right. And as you said, the ball was just overthrown.
Well, it's probably Lee has got a little bit of now we got official timeout on the field. Let's see why. No idea. But what I was saying is, that interception he threw in the series before that has got to play into that whole scenario right there.
It can make you a little gun shy as a high school quarterback, that's for sure.
And the punting unit is out on the field for Linganore. He's going to kick it away. Good, solid punt right down the middle. One hops at the 45. Takes a Linganore bounce and rolls all the way down to the 27-yard line where it's down by the Lancers. So that's it.
Good bounce for Linganore. Rolled all the way down, as you said, to the 27-yard line. So with 4 minutes and 19 seconds in the second quarter, we'll see what Walkersville dials up here. Is Coach Poles got to be conservative, or is he got to go for that?
Go for the kill
score.
Well, 13-0 on the board here for the Lions. They have the ball. They break the line of scrimmage. Sticking with that same I formation, Gant down under center now. Turns and hands off to the deep back off left tackle. Straight ahead, Wetzel for about 5.
ISO left. As you said, Jacob Wetzel. Again, good push by the offensive line. Led by number 75, Rowan Bennett. 5-yard gain on the play. Maybe 6 as he fell forward.
Walkersville back out to the line of scrimmage now.
So we got Josh Polis over here on the near side. Hunter Cleveland on the other side.
Handoff to the deep back. Latai Littleton tripped and falls, and he maybe got a yard or 2 on the forward progress. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. You call it 3rd and 4 for Walkersville.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I couldn't see who got him, but if he didn't trip and fall, there was some running room for
a lot of green out there on that flat area.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the offensive line from Walkersville is really locking up the defensive front, putting a lot of pressure on the linebackers and D-backs to make tackles.
2 receivers split to the near side. He wants to pass. Gant looking over this way. Got a man out there wide open. Caught. A yellow flag goes up in the air, and he's dragged down at the 26-yard line. But let's see what that hanky's all about.
I'll tell you what, that flag came out in a position for interference on somebody. It'll be interesting what the call is.
You're absolutely right. It was in that zone in the backfield, right at the referee who was standing there watching the catch.
It looks
and they're
like
signaling it's against.
They're moving the chains. So Hunter Cleveland, a little down and out pattern. He came out behind Josh Polis, who has done the quick outs all night. Cornerback rolled up. Hunter Cleveland got behind him. Nice pitch and catch. Billy Gant to Hunter Cleveland. Big gain for Walkersville.
So as illegal use of hands, it's a 5-yard penalty. He moves the ball down to the 33-yard line for the Lions have it first. And oh, wait, now I take it all back. Now they're tacking more on.
Oh.
Well, that's 15 yards. That's got to be
a
pass interference.
Foul.
Let's wait for the call.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because if it's interference, Walkersville would have declined and taken the result of the play.
Exactly, right. Let's see. He's coming over here.
Coach Connor's asking him. I'm a little confused.
And the referee, look, he puts his hands up in the air. And he's rounded off back. Littleton caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Great play by Luke Freeman out of his linebacker spot. Read that isolation right in front of him. Avoided the fullback's block and dropped Ty for a 2-yard loss.
We'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Lions with 2:30 to go in the first half and a 13-point lead. They break the huddle.
Linganore needs to find a way to keep Walkersville out of the end zone.
Well, what they need is a turnover right here. Gant, long count, wants to pass. Got a quick little out off the fingertips and incomplete.
So, again, Linganore D-backs are giving the wide receivers from Walkersville a good bit of cushion. That was another short out, as you said, Michael, just a little high again. Billy's just overthrown on those out patterns a couple times. A little too much adrenaline maybe by the high school quarterback.
Well, I think he's trying to protect the ball, and you're thinking the receiver is going to go up on a stepladder and bring it down.
And trying to put a little extra on it.
Like, did you see that catch by Josh Doxson for the Redskins last week? Kind of like that. He went up over 2 DBs and took it away. Rolling to his left, wants to pass, got a man right in the middle, in the soft zone, and he scores!
Touchdown.
Whoa!
Josh Polis on a little turn-in pattern. Billy Gant set his feet and fired that one into the seam. Touchdown, Walkersville.
And that puts another 6 on the board.
An extra point kicker, Noah Sadler, comes out to attempt another extra point.
Snap the set, the kick is up. And the kick is good. We've got a 20-0 ball game with 2:04 to go. We'll step aside for a quick break, and we'll be right back after this important commercial message.
We want to send you and a guest pheasant hunting in South Dakota, the pheasant capital of the world. Hi, I'm Billy Kinder, host of Big Billy Kinder Outdoors, and we've teamed up with our friends at Spring Creek Resort in the heart of South Dakota's pheasant country to treat you and a guest to great lodging, awesome meals, and the world's best pheasant hunting. Register to win at bbkoradio.com and join us in the camp house this weekend.
Tune in Saturdays from 8 to 10 a.m. on Big Billy Kinder's Outdoor Show to learn more about this exciting hunting vacation giveaway.
All right, Walkersville just drove down the field. Scored on a nice 20-yard hookup pass to make it 20-0, and they've got the ball, teed it up. There's the kick, settled and taken at the 10-yard line out to the 15, 20, following his blockers, and he falls ahead to the 23-yard line, where the Lancers will take over 1st and 10. And I got to think, with 2 minutes on the clock, they better start thinking about airing this thing out a bit.
Well, I don't know. Zamari and Devon both can break any running play for Big. They just need to mix it up. They need to hold on to the football. They can't turn it over.
Well, yeah, but they haven't been able to move the ball on the ground so far against this stout Walkersville defense. And they run a trick play, halfback option on the quick out, and he drops it.
Well played by the defensive backs from Walkersville. Discipline. As you said, it was a toss to the halfback who came around in motion, and he ended up passing the ball. But all the defensive backs from Walkersville stayed on cue, stayed on their receiver. Number 4 for Walkersville, Hunter Cleaver there to break that one up.
You know, I'm not a fan of that play because it didn't go deep. I think if you're going to try something tricky like that, it's got to be a deep strike. Hand off to the deep back. Looking, walking, big hole. Threw it into the secondary, still on his feet and drives ahead right to the marker. 10-yard gain for Devon Butler.
Devon Butler off tackle left, and as you said, really well blocked that time. Nobody hit him till he was 8 yards down the field. The referees are stopping the clock for a measurement.
Well, I think he got it, but they're going to mark the ball here right in front of the chains. And now they're going to bring him in and measure.
Yep. So this works as a timeout for Linganore.
It does. It really does.
They can get a breather.
And it's an official timeout.
Right.
So it doesn't cost.
This is an important.
Linganore still has 2 timeouts left.
Or 3rd and inches. 1st and 10.
He got it. First down for the Lancers as they move the chains on a great run by Devon Butler.
Linganore with their full complement of 3 timeouts left here in this half. 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's plenty of time if they can hang on to the football and keep just making positive play after positive play.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage. They wind the clock. A little confusion about the formation as they settle into an offset I. Lay wants to throw. Quick out. Got him on a slant. Caught. Still on his feet. Call it an 8-yard gain.
Quick slant to number 10, Joey Felton. Try to get him out there in the open field, but well played by Walkersville. Number 6 linebacker Tyler Gleason from his middle linebacker spot came out, knocked him down.
Handoff to the deep back. He breaks it outside around the end. Got some running room. First down yardage. Still on his feet. Cuts it back out to the right side of the field. It's going to be a foot race for Devon Butler. He's down to the 30, 20, 25. Run out of bounds.
Yep. Great run. Great effort by Devon Butler. Off tackle to the left. Got around the edge. Saw the pursuit coming. Cut back against it. All the way down to the Walkersville 34-yard line.
So you were right.
That 29-yard line.
It's a 29-yard line, and you were right. That kid can break it. Yeah. You need to get him out in open space. He cut that back all the way across the field. Linganore back to the line of scrimmage now. Wants to pass. 3-step drop. Got a mix up there on the pattern. As Felton running up and out.
Was expecting a slant.
Yeah, he was looking for the slant.
Joey was running a slant and go. So ball falls incomplete. Nothing
That's
hurt
okay.
there.
Stop the clock. It's good. It's all good.
2nd and 10.
Plays being signaled in from the sidelines. No huddle for the Lancers as they walk up the line of scrimmage. Lay looks over the defense. I formation behind him. 2 receivers split wide. Down under center. Handoff to the deep back. He bounces it outside. Beats one man. Jukes him and falls ahead for a gain of about 3 on the carry.
Late flag from the far side, Judge.
I see it now. That would probably be a holding
behind
call.
The play, and that's typically where an offensive lineman just grabs somebody's shirt.
That's it. There's the signal. Holding against Linganore. And the linemen put their hands on their helmets and just pure unbelief. I can't believe we did that.
If Linganore didn't call a timeout, the referees are telling the Walkersville coaches to get off the field, but Linganore's over here huddled by their coaches. They must have called a timeout. Walkersville called a timeout.
Well, there's no timeouts missing off the scoreboard, so...
Well, they just signaled Walkersville.
Well, Walkersville did. All right, yeah, I see one is gone. There it goes. They just put it up. Walkersville called the timeout, yes.
Okay, so is there no penalty?
I don't know.
The ball is still sitting where it was.
Yes. The ball's right on the 25-yard line.
That's where the young man was tackled. Then we saw the flag come in. Now they're turning it around and saying Linganore timeout. Little confusion by the men in stripes.
They're all huddled up on the far side of the field as Coach Paulus comes out.
Linganore timeout. They adjusted
Well, we knew that. They already told us that, but we want to know.
No, they had actually clicked it off, Michael, on the Walkersville side.
Uh-huh.
And Coach Paulus said, I didn't call that timeout. So now here we go with the penalty march off, I think.
You don't sound real confident there, Rick. There it is. There's the mark. 10 yards. So the ball's going to be spotted on the 35 now.
We'll repeat second down.
We're going to bring up 2nd and 20 for the Lancers. With 52 seconds on the clock and down by 20, they really need to get something right here. They need a big strike. Pistol formation for Lee. Wing right, 2 receivers out. He rolls to his right, throws back on a quick wide receiver screen to Felton. Felton follows his blockers into the secondary, and he didn't get first down yardage, but he got a lot of that back on probably what looks like about a 15-yard carry.
Yep. Actually, it was a wide receiver screen to Joey Felton using his speed. Hit that seam quick. Nice gain.
Now they quickly line up and huddle up, and they run for first down yardage. One man to beat, and he makes the saving tackle. That one man was Jacob Wetzel.
Again, Jacob Wetzel on the saving tackle. Devon Butler, great run. ISO left through the first layer, On his way to the end zone, Jacob Wetzel with the tackle.
24
timeout, Linganore.
Yeah, 24 seconds on the clock. Linganore calls. They have one more. No, I don't think they have one more timeout left.
Yes. Yeah.
They haven't fixed it on the board yet, but they will, I'm sure.
They haven't adjusted.
We'll stick with
Walkersville theirs back either, but that's okay.
The ball is sitting on the, I'm saying, is it the 14?
14-yard line.
Yeah.
Walkersville's 14-yard line.
And I'd say that makes it, it's hard to tell from this angle where the first down marker looks like it's at the 3-yard line. Is that a fair estimate?
First down markers, 4-yard line, 14 to the 4.
Okay.
Don't be surprised if we look for a tight end on this possession, on this play.
Well, we've got plenty of time to run a couple, and we're definitely in 2-down territory. It'd be a big moral victory for the Lancers if they can get on the board right here.
Yep. Joey Felton on the top wide side of the field being kind of doubled by Walkersville. Tight end out in the flash short. Oh!
Almost picked off. It was tipped to the line of scrimmage. If it wasn't tipped, that would have been a pick.
Right. They ran slant to Joey Felton. Defensive lineman from Walkersville must have deflected that ball. It came out kind of weird. Christian Policelli was actually waiting on the ball, and if he catches that thing, it might be 90 yards the other way. But either way, it falls incomplete. Second down, 20 seconds to go in the half.
Second down and 10 from the 14. Lay under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, stops, wants to pass, pulls it down and runs with it, and runs out of bounds for a loss of 4.
Actually, that was a very heady play by Ryan. Well covered by Walkersville. They tried to flood the short side of the field here. Well covered by the Lions D-backs. Jeremiah Sweet was closing in, and he stepped out of bounds. Saved the timeout, stopped the clock. Loss of 5 on the play.
So this could be the last play of the game right here with 14 seconds on the clock. It's 3rd and 14 with the ball spotted on the 20-yard line.
Oh, with one timeout remaining, I would think
they might be able to get
two plays off.
High formation, late 3-step drop, quick slant falls incomplete. So we'll get one more shot at it. I don't even think a second came off the clock on that.
I'm not sure how not. But
I'm not either, but
it's still saying 14
it still says
seconds.
14. And that was at least 5 seconds. But
well, and you know, we've been out here a couple times, and I think the display here at Linganore is a little off because when he turns this on, 5 seconds
look at this.
Might go away.
Look, they're going to try a long field goal. The ball is spotted. Well, there's the snap to set. The kick is up. It's got enough leg. It looks like it's good. Unbelievable. Yeah. What a kick. A 43-yarder by the Linganore Lancers to get on the board with 9 seconds to go in the half. They finally get rid of that goose egg.
Actually, I think they spotted the ball off the tee at the 28. So a 38-yarder, which is still pretty impressive for a high school field goal kicker.
That sure is.
That was number 16, Bennett Formalak, with the kick. He's been the steady extra point and field goal kicker all year for Linganore.
So 9 seconds on the clock. The Lancers will be able to squib one up the middle and take this one in the dressing room. And I don't know. What do you think, Rick? Is that somewhat of a moral victory for the Lancers?
You know, I have mixed feelings on that.
I do,
it's
too.
Only 3. They were sitting there on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. I'm thinking Walkersville feels like they just won that one.
There's the kick. Well, he short-hopped it. He didn't really squib it. It's taken and caught by number 3 as he runs straight ahead. Still on his feet, one man to beat. He's driven out of bounds, and that's it. Oh, they still have 4 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure how, but there's 4 seconds on the clock, so it looks like
Post is just going to take this one to
They'll put a knee down, yeah. Okay, so the ball is spotted on the 46-yard line with 4 seconds on the clock. Walkersville has it with a 20-3 lead in the first half. We're just coming up to the first half. We'll go straight into our commercial break and music mix, and we'll come back right before the beginning of the third quarter to give you our first half stats. Walkersville lines up. Handoff to the deep back straight ahead. Into the secondary, spun around, twisted and dropped that for a 9-yard gain, and that'll do it.
So they didn't nail it. They gave it to their weapon, Jacob Wetzel, and if he could break it, he could break it. Nice 10-yard gain, though. But as you said, it brings us to halftime. Pretty convincing for Walkersville Lions to come in here and take a 23 lead at halftime.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the first half. With the Walkersville Lions 20, the Linganore Lancers 3, on a pretty impressive first half for the Lions, wouldn't you say, Rick?
Really impressive against a Linganore team that's only given up 8.5 on average points per game. For them to pick up 20 points, and actually, honestly, Walkersville left some points out on the field. They had two fourth down situations deep in the Linganore territory that they didn't get any points out of, and they missed a field goal. Went another chance, so they actually left some points out there. But again, 20 points in the first half against Linganore, that's pretty impressive.
All right, that's it. That's it of the first half. We'll give you a chance to take a little break, and we'll catch our breaths and give you some commercials. We'll be right back after this message and some great music to start our second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Linganore High School, both teams are back out of the dressing room for their halftime break and on the field. They're doing their warm-ups. We've got some stats for you. If you just joined us, the Walkersville Lions jumped out to a 20-3 lead in this first half, and we're about 2 minutes away from the second half kickoff. Rick, how's it look on the stats category for winning the battle of the stats?
Really close on the stats. In first down, it's Linganore with 8, Walkersville 11. Average per rush, Linganore 5.7 yards per rush. Walkersville 5.8 yards per rush. That's pretty in passing. Linganore is only 3 of 11. Walkersville has completed 6 of 10. That's big.
That's huge.
The yardage is only 29 yards for Linganore in pass receiving yards.
Yeah.
Walkersville 106.
You know, that's the exact opposite of what we expected to see.
Exactly right. And Walkersville has big play pass, really conservative yet. And then the total per play, Linganore's at, on average, 4.3 yards. Walkersville, a stout 7.1. But I'll tell you what, in my mind, the big stat.
Yeah.
2 turnovers for Linganore, 0 for Walkersville.
Yeah, and both those turnovers contributed to scores.
Well, it changed the field position on the one. I think that's where the field goal was missed on the first fumble. But clearly, the interception that Josh ran back inside Linganore territory did turn into a touchdown. And, you know, we were talking about, I really believe Walkersville left some points on the board, on the field. Yeah. They missed the field goal. They were stopped deep in Linganore territory twice on fourth down.
They short-circuited with about 3 or 4 back-to-back penalties.
Hurt themselves with some penalties. So there are some things. And the scary thing is, if you're Rick Connor, Walkersville can play better than they did, and they already put 20 up on you.
Yeah.
So somehow Linganore needs to find some answers, starting right here with the opening kickoff for the second half. If you remember, Linganore deferred, so they'll receive this second half kickoff, and they need to get some points on the board right now.
Oh, so real quick, we'll get you scores from first halves around the league. Oakdale leading 6-3 over Middletown. Williamsport beating Catoctin 35-6. Smithsburg demolishing Frederick 41-0. Tuscarora 22-16 over TJ, and finally Brunswick 31-0 over Hancock. So here we go. The ball's teed up. We're ready to go. Walkersville will kick off left to right on your radio dial to start this third quarter to the Linganore Lancers, who hopefully have made some adjustments in the dressing room to get back in this thing. It's a high end-over-end kick to the right side of the field, taking it to 5. He slips, gets back up to 10. Still on his feet, trying to run around, and he's dragged down by a host of white jerseys. Not much of a return there. Good coverage by the kicking team.
Great kick by Noah Sadler, deep down on the 5-yard line and tight in the corner. Number 7, Zamari Snowden on the return. Just couldn't find any running room. Led by Alonzo Hose for Walkersville. Brings him down at the 10-yard line.
I gotta say, there's going to be some scouts with their eye on this Sadler kid because he is a great kicker. Here we go. Linganore has the ball now, 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line. Straight ahead drive.
Zamari Snowden out of his fullback position. Straight dive to the right. Picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8, Linganore.
Once again, Linganore from the no huddle with the play signal in from the sidelines as Devon Butler and Ryan Lay have a quick conference, and now they're ready. Pistol formation, high snap, Lay goes up and gets it and falls down, and he's tagged down in the backfield for a 5-yard loss.
Ryan had to use all of his 6'5" frame to jump up and get that snap really high, and then he was fortunate to bring it in. Went right down, lost 5 yards in the play, bring up 3rd and 13 for Linganore.
Wow. So the ball is now back on the 7-yard line on that loss on a bad snap to the pistol.
Shotgun formation. Devon Butler behind Brian Lay.
Motion across the formation. He clears, turns around, fakes the handoff, pulls it down, runs, hits a man in a quick out in the flat. It's Zamari Snowden. He stutter steps, breaks 1 tackle, and then he's dragged down. But he got some good positive yardage there. I would call that about a 10-yard gain.
Actually, that's giving 13 and a first down. Wow. All the way out to the 22-yard line.
Yes, he did. Yeah, you're right.
He said move the chains.
He got it all on his own.
That was a great effort by that young man. Caught the ball out in the flats right in front of the Walkersville bench. Shoots a couple of defenders. Just enough for a first down.
A lay under center, high formation behind him. 2 receivers split wide. Straight handoff. Zamari Snowden drives ahead. Gain of about 6 on the carry.
Yep, straight dive. Zamari Snowden. Christian Policelli there to knock him down after a 4-yard gain. As you said, Linganore just stands here, looks at the offensive coordinator for the hand signal, sets their formation.
Pistol formation, wing right. 3 receivers in the pattern. Long count for Lee. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, pitches it on a shovel pass up to Zamari Snowden. He tries to cut it around to the center, but great pursuit by number 4, to shut that one down before he gets first down yardage.
Hunter Cleveland out of his defensive corner spot came up, just would not be faked out. Drags him down holds it to a 2-yard gain, 3rd and 5 Linganore.
Big down right here for the Lancers. They need to convert. They really need to move the chains on this one as they come out in the I formation. Hard count, trying to draw him off. Late it's not. He turns and hands off to the up back, Snowden. He drives ahead, only got about 2 on that. That's not going to do enough. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Number 65, Camden Krenzer on the stop, right off the nose guard, tackle position. Dropped him after a short gain of 2. Linganore in punting formation. Walkersville needs to be careful here.
Careful about the fake.
Or just trying to draw them off.
There's the punt. High, spiraling kick. Nobody back to get it. And it takes a Linganore bounce. And it goes all the way down to the 24-yard line where it's touched down by the Linganore kickoff team.
Coach Joe Poles chose to stay in a defensive formation there
just in case.
Just in case of the fake.
Yeah.
The line stayed disciplined, did not get jumped off sides. So nice punt, really nice punt. Flips the field position and Walkersville takes over on the 24-yard line.
I'm just surprised they didn't go for it on 4th and 1. I know it was a dangerous thing, but you're down. You need some kind of momentum change here.
That's a little deep to gamble there.
Right.
Michael, I think inside your own 30.
Walkersville handoff to the deep back. Littleton runs into the secondary, still on his feet. 15, 20, still driving all the way to midfield. Churning, dragging 5 defenders with him, and all the way into Linganore territory.
27-yard run there by Ty. He broke through the first line. Then a couple defensive backs grabbed on, and he was not going to go down.
It was not.
Drove a couple of them for about 8-yard ride there.
Yeah.
So Walkersville's all the way over on the Linganore 47-yard line.
1st and 10, Walkersville to the line of scrimmage. Leading 20-3 here in this third quarter. Gant under center. Handoff to the up back, straight ahead. Number 6, Churns, drives, sticks his nose in there for 4.
They're really getting a lot of mileage out of that fullback trap.
They give him 5 on the 4th
Top release in there, up clean. Bobby ambush on the stop for Linganore. As you said, a 5-yard gain for the offensive line. Again, coming out this half, getting some really good push.
2nd and 5, ball on the 42-yard line. Walkersville brings it out. Handoff to the deep back. ISO, he bounces it outside. Nothing there. Cuts it back up. Stays on his feet and drives for a first down. Good, solid, patient running by that back there, Rick.
And strong. Goes around the edge, hesitates a little bit, breaks a tackle. Up, 10-yard gain, Jacob Wetzel. He was sitting there just waiting on Jordan Johnson to throw his block, and then he bounced off of that. Great gain. Keeps this drive alive.
Ball's on the 33-yard line with 7 minutes to go in the third. Gant slowly down under center. Hands off to the deep back. Littleton off left tackle. Falls ahead for about 2.
Tripped up by Luke Freeman there. Holds him to a 2-yard gain on that play. This is one of those drives, Michael, where Walkersville's just saying, here we come. We're going to eat time. You got to stop the run if you're Linganore. They know you're running, and here we go. We're still driving down the field.
Gut check time. Straight ahead. They go. Wetzel has it. Right at the line of scrimmage. He's met for probably half a yard gain at the most.
Falls forward down to the 29-yard line. 29-yard line. So 3rd and 7. Maybe a
call it 6. 3rd and 6. They're saying 3rd and 7. So we'll call it 3rd and 7. Ball on the 29-yard line. Linganore needs a stop right here. Rolling to his left. Gant wants to pass. He's got a man covered. He drops it.
Through that quick out.
The D-back had coverage underneath.
Yep, but he threw it high, and Josh went up just off his fingertips. 4th down. Here's decision time for Coach Pulse. I think this is a little too long for a field goal. Too close for the punt, so
they're going to go for it.
The stable of running backs and Billy Gannon.
So this is it right here. This is what we meant when we said gut check time. They come out in a pro set. Roll to his left, wants to pass, got a man right there in the soft zone again. Wide open, and he hits him for the hookup and a 15-yard gain.
The exact same play they ran late in the second quarter for the touchdown. Billy Gant to Josh Polis on the turn-in right in the soft spot of the zone, as you said, Michael. So, first down, 15-yard line of Linganore.
Wow, that was a big down.
Congratulations.
Gant signals calm down, take it easy, steps under his center, hands off the deep back, straight ahead. stopped and driven backwards at the line of scrimmage. Great stand on that right side of the defensive line by the Lancers.
Luke Freeman again from his linebacker's position. Hit Ty right as he took the handoff. Ty did spin off, fell forward for about a 2-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 8.
Luke Freeman is having a great game out there today.
That's one thing with the offense that Coach Polis runs with the isolation is they're isolating the linebackers, and either they make tackles or there's big runs.
High formation, Gant pitches to the deep back, cuts it back up.
Number 7, Snowden. With the return for the Lancers.
Cross into the for the first down.
Actually, we might jump the gun. Again, that line surge is kind of deceiving. And with the cutback, he's right at the sticks.
Yeah, you're right. I see that. You're right. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and short. So, third and short. The ball right on the 13-yard line, 6-yard line. Seeing from over this direction.
Yep, power eye sends my angle here. You know what's coming.
Yep, power eye, straight handoff to the deep back. Not much there. I don't know.
They only needed a foot.
I know.
He got a yard.
So he's marked inside the 5. Yep, there's the signal, first down. So it's 1st and goal for the Lions now.
So if you're Coach Connor, what do you dial up Michael defensively? I mean, there's no just surprises.
Just man. What we call ram. Let's just put 8 in the box and go at them. Goal line stand. There's the handoff off tackle, and he walks in.
Touchdown. So they did a wing, double tight wing right, high backfield, brought the wing back in motion as the lead blocker. Ty Littleton, the beneficiary of great line play again. Touchdown,
So at 3:59 in the third, the Lions tack another 6 on the board to make it 26-3. They'll tee the ball up for the extra point attempt now. The snap, the set, the kick is up, and I think it's blocked. No good. It was partially blocked by number 2, who came flying in there off the edge to get a finger on it.
Yep. Zachary Willett off the right side this time. Flew in there and dove and took that extra point. So the first extra point was blocked by Joey Felton off the other edge. This one was Zachary off this edge, the near side.
So the score stands at 26-3 with a little under 4 minutes to go in the third.
So Walkersville went 65 yards.
Yeah, I was going to say 70, but yeah, about 65 yards.
8 minutes off the field.
That was more important. I was going to say that was a clock-killing drive right there, and it was all. I mean, the big play was that fourth and
down play, and hit Josh Polis in the soft part of that zone.
Hooked up and caught it. Here we go. Ball's teed up on the 40 by the Lions. They'll kick off left or right on your dial. High, short, end over end kick. Taken up at the 20, out to the 25, 30. Still on his feet. Now he's drilled by a host of defenders.
Miles Roberts on the lead there for the Walkersville coverage team.
Receiver will be down at the 28-yard line, where the Lancers will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 28.
Well, if we felt the last possession was really important from the Linganore offense,
we keep saying that.
Just double down on this one.
Hand off to the deep back straight ahead. Walks through the line, gets a nice big hole, runs ahead for about 7 yards on the carry.
Savon Butler out of his tailback position. ISO left. Christian Policelli picks him up after a 5-yard gain. Now they go to the shotgun set. Lone back is Butler.
Lay wants to pass. Quick out. And it's dropped.
Little turn in to Joey Phelps. Just a little off mark. He couldn't pull it in. Bring up third down. Tell you, Jacob Wetzel out of his strong safety position is sticking his nose in here on some of these short pass patterns.
Colin Schlee for a 46-yard touchdown reception takes the Oakdale team out to a 13-3 lead over Middletown. The Bears on top with 6:04 left in the third. Off a TJ punt, 50-yard touchdown run as the Titans continue to pad their lead against TJ out to 36-13 now.
So on 3rd and 4, Linganore I formation, their power set. They try to go ISO left, and Walkersville dials up a run blitz, and number 6 Tyler Gleason in the backfield blows up the play. Fake punt right up the middle.
Goes straight ahead. It's going to be real close. He's still driving. He fell ahead for the first down yardage. That was all. It's not second effort, but third effort.
Yep. So snap the ball to the up back. Zamari Snowden, who has been playing a good bit of fullback tonight, looked like a fullback on that play, and just drove the pile for a 5-yard gain and a Linganore first down.
Snowden will not be denied on that.
First down. Great individual effort on Zamari Snowden's part.
Ball's on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Pistol formation, wing in motion, handoff to the wing around the end. Breaks it outside, trips and stumbles. And I don't think he got much on that.
So they brought Joey Phelps back in motion, hit him on the sweep. Handoff, cornerback, number 4, Hunter Cleveland for Walkersville, stayed at home, tripped him up. No gain on the play.
Lay has 2 receivers split wide, wing left. Pistol formation. He pitches to the lone back. He runs up the left side. Stutter steps and he's driven out of bounds. That's Devon Butler on the carry.
Christian Policelli and number 42 for Walkersville, Miles Roberts, combined to make the stop after a short gain. 3rd and 5, Linganore.
Nose of the ball sitting right on the 45-yard line in Lancers territory. They come out with the same formation.
Down the bottom there for Walkersville, number 2.
Wants to pass, looking for a man. Caught him on the slant, and he catches it. Number 4.
Drew Flower, as you said, slant pattern, took a hard hit by Jacob Wetzel, but it hung on. First down. Linganore moves into Walkersville territory. First down on the 45-yard line.
And he's shaking that right arm, but he's okay. He's going to stay in there. Same formation, pistol for Lay. He wants to pass. Looking, waiting patiently. Throws it up in the air. Got a man deep. And he overthrows him just outside his outstretched fingertips. In between 2 defenders, it falls incomplete.
Yep. Ran a little bit of ball fake. Joey Felton on the out with the pump fake. Tried to hit the flat pattern to Drew Flower, just a little overthrown.
That would have been a tough throw, though, because he was right there with. He had defenders on both sides. Quickly back out the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 now on the 45. Lancers have it. Pitch to Devon Butler, trying to get around the left end, and he's driven out of bounds for a loss of 2.
From his cornerback position again, Hunter Cleveland came up, pushed him out of bounds. Actually, a loss of 2 on the play.
Not having much success here to the near side of the field, the short side of the field on that pitch.
Now, I don't think Walkersville does much adjustment as far as short side, wide side. I try to get my speed backs out in space if I could, if I were Coach Connor.
Lay hands off, pulls it back in, read option, shovel pass to Snowden. He's wide open for the secondary, still on his feet, and he dives ahead to the 32-yard line. First down yardage for Zamari Snowden.
Second time they ran that play tonight, Walkersville basically leaves him unaccounted for in their coverage pattern as he comes back from his wing position to get that shuttle pass. When he goes around that edge, edge. There's nobody there.
So Ryan sticks it in the belly of Devon Butler to freeze the linebackers, and then he pulls it out on the read option and shovels it for the 10-yard gain to move the chains. Now he hands off to Butler. Butler trying to bounce around the end. He does. He cuts back, gets some yardage, still on his feet. Jump cuts, still driving. Can't be brought down, and finally, all of that running yields him about 4 yards on the carry.
Dancing around, then Rowan Bennett from Walkersville jumps on his back, and they drag him down, but he did gain 6 on that.
He got 6 on the forward progress, 2 yards in the ball ahead. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Great individual effort again.
Good individual effort for that running back. Hand off to the up back straight ahead. Zamari Snowden tackled at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard at the most.
Number 20, Alonzo Hose and Christian Policelli for Walkersville combined to hold Zamari for a 2-yard gain.
3rd and 2 now. The ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Big down here for the Lancers. They need to convert. Lee hands off to Butler straight ahead. Turns, spins, falls ahead. Good first down yardage. Butler knew exactly where he needed to go and how much he needed.
Yep. Good line push right up the center of the Walkersville defense. Falls forward for close enough for a measurement. We're calling it a first down on him.
He got it. Nothing fancy. Okay, so here comes the chain gang in.
This does Walkersville's defense actually a little bit of a favor, because Linganore has picked up the pace of their play calling.
You're right.
And just getting right back on the line and going at a much faster pace.
Let's see how much of a favor went with the mark. How much do they have to stretch that time? First down, length of the football, so it was measurable.
You saw it from up here, though. So, end of the 3rd quarter, Michael.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3 quarters in the books, with the Walkersville Lions leading 26-3 here at home against the Linganore Lancers. But the Lancers are threatening, driving deep, and we're going to stay with you.
It looks like the referees are going to stop and say we have one more play.
So they put 10 seconds back on the clock. They're having a little confab here on the near side with Coach Connor. Pistol formation for the Lancers. 10 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 on the 25. Wants to pass, looking right. Got a man on the quick end. Got the ball. Caught, still on his feet. He scored. Touchdown, Linganore Lancers. Number 10 runs through the coverage.
Yep, quick flame pattern to Joey Felton, and he put on that individual speed, and nobody from Walkersville could get a hand on him. 25-yard touchdown, pitch and catch, Ryan Late to Joey Felton.
Wow. And, you know, we thought it was the end of the 3rd. They put 10 seconds back on the clock, but they score. Extra point attempt now. Snap, the set. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And we've got 10 on the board now for the Lancers as they attempt to come back here in the second half of this game. 26-10, Walkersville leading by 16. But I believe we might have a football game here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. This is a good one.
If you're like me, one of the last things on my list is taking the time to get a haircut so I can look my best. Gary the Barber makes it easy. By appointment only, call 301-305-7895.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Lancers have scored on an incredible pass, catch and run, with 10 seconds on the clock at the end of the 3rd to get back in this thing down by 16. We have 12 minutes to go in the game. Walkersville on top, 26-10. And the momentum is now turning towards the Linganore Lancers. We want to thank our sponsors for for making this game possible. Brownie's Auto Care, David Salon, Frederick County Bank, Gettysburg Auto Auction, Med One Pharmacy, and Play It Again Sports. And there goes the kickoff. It's a short squib kick up the middle. Takes a crazy hop. It's fielded by number 3 as he runs to the right side of the field, sticks his head down, and is tackled by number 17 in open field. Good strong tackle by number 17.
Yep, a little squib kick there. Aaron Yonke, instead of just falling on it, tried to actually return it. Not much on there, as you said. Well played by Linganore.
Colby Bannon with the tackle in the open field to stop any gain on that at all. But the Lions do have fairly decent field position with the ball spotted on the 38-yard line. They go 1st and 10. 2 receivers split wide, I formation behind Gant. Down under center. Handoff to the D-back, ISO right. Caught it, Wetzel's caught, spins, breaks the tackle. The ball's out, the ball popped out, the ball's out. There's a scramble for it, he might be down on contact.
Near referee is calling the ball down as Jacob was reaching out.
Yeah, he was.
Knee down, ball hit the ground, fell out.
So they spotted back to where the knee touched down, so Linganore almost got a good break on that one, but
5-yard gain on the play. ISO left. Linganore's alternating some defensive linemen now, trying to stay fresh. Number 72, Patrick Convoy in the game.
Again, same play. ISO right off tackle, straight ahead. 1st down yardage into Linganore territory. He drags the whole pile and gains 10.
ISO right, Todd Littleton, the beneficiary of great blocking on the right side. 10-yard gain on the play. Moves the sticks. And into Linganore territory.
Ball spotted on the 46-yard line. Linganore, those guys get their hands on their hips there, Rick. You know what that means.
This kind of
wears you down.
Run wears you down if you're a defensive lineman.
1st and 10 Walkersville, straight up ahead dive play.
Christian Policelli from his fullback position. Nudges ahead for about a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8. Ball's on the 43-yard line now of the Lancers. Walkersville driving. Patiently. They've taken about 2 minutes off the clock so far. Straight ahead, ISO right, breaks it out, pushes one defender out of the way, struggles, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, driving, 1st down yardage, gain of 10 yards on the carry. That'll move the chains.
Again, Ty Littleton from his tailback position, following the great blocking, breaking a tackle, falls ahead, 10-yard gain.
Well, a reminder, our listeners, this game will be videotaped and archived in our YouTube audio vault. Go to AM1450's WTHU.org homepage, click on the audio vault tab, high school football, and you can watch and hear the play-by-play and the video of this great high school football game. ISO left this time, bounces it outside, changes arms, drags, churns, drives, Wetzel drags 3 black jerseys with him for a gain of about 7 on the carry.
You said that right, Michael. He took that ball, ISO left, bounced it outside, 3 Linganore defenders on him. He just kept churning away. Jacob Wetzel, gain of about 7 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3. Walkersville as they drive again deep in the Linganore territory.
So once again, it's gut check time for the Linganore defense. They need to stiffen and tighten on this one. As Walkersville is just happy to stick with this ground game right at them. And that's exactly what they need to do. Right at the line of scrimmage, they hit it and stop it dead for no gain. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Joe Gromley from his defensive end position crashed down hard. Dropped him, as you said, no gain. 3rd and 3 for Walkersville. I believe we're in 4-down territory here.
Absolutely. Ball's on the 22-yard line now. Walkersville slowly out to the line of scrimmage. Gant under center. And there we've got a whistle and a flag, and
we're on the Walkersville side again.
It's going to go against Walkersville.
Offsides again. Lined up in the neutral zone.
Offsides, Walkersville is the official call on the field. They'll not tack on 5 on that.
Makes the job a little bit harder against this strong Linganore defense. Instead of 3rd and 3, you're now at 3rd and 8.
And I'm not sure. I guess we need to pay attention to what that does. Is it the wide out that's doing that?
I don't think that one was. I think that one there was one of the interior linemen just set down a little too far forward.
All right. Pro set in the backfield behind Gant. He hands off on the crossover, cuts it at Wetzel, still on his feet, breaks one tackle. It's a foot race for the end zone, and he wins it. Touchdown, Walkersville, on a great design counter play from a pro set.
With the offset backs, all night long, Coach Post has been running that flat flow pattern to the wide side. That time they came back on a counter action. Jacob Wetzel took the handoff through the left side of the defense, cut back to the right, and outran everybody from Linganore to the end zone.
And here's the extra point attempt. The snap, the set, the kick is up. And the kick is good. And Walkersville makes a very important statement here as they jump out 33-10. And, they sort of crush any hopes that Linganore had of getting back in this thing, Rick.
With 7 points and 4 minutes off the clock. That drive. So, again, we've seen Linganore put some points up. We know they have some great players. They can strike quickly, but they just can't keep trading touchdown for touchdown.
Yeah, not when they're down. Right now, they're down 23 points. So they were down 16 at the half, which we thought might have been somewhat of a moral victory. But now it's a 33-10 ball game, and I believe right here Linganore just needs they need a turnover and a quick score to stay in this thing.
They need to score quick here, get the ball right back somehow, either with an onside kick or a turnover, and then score again. Try to get back within that one scoring edge with a couple minutes to play. Now down being 3 touchdowns, it's a tough task.
It really is. There's the kick.
Oh my, they let it open.
I believe Walkersville got the ball.
He dropped that right into an open area, and number 34 from Walkersville, Josiah Jones, hustled all the way down in coverage and scooped up the loose ball. Wow. Walkersville takes possession on the 22-yard line of Linganore.
Wow, what a backbreaker that is.
Caught Linganore by surprise with that placement kick there.
It's enough for Walkersville first down.
So the ball is marked ready for play. 8:19 to play in the fourth quarter. Walkersville, 22-yard line of Linganore.
Again, under center, wants to pass, stops, looks, jumps it up on a fade, he goes up for it, and it's intercepted. Into the end zone, touchback, Linganore gets it back.
Big play. Number 5, Nick Albano for Linganore. Good coverage on Josh Polis. Maybe Billy should have thrown that one a little bit higher or threw it away, because that was really good coverage. Josh tried to double move. The defender was not pulled, stayed in position for the interception.
Well, let's see if that takeaway gives them any momentum back here. Right now, they need to move the ball quickly as the lead comes out under center. One back in the backfield. He hands off, fakes it, pulls it in, wants to throw, got a man deep, wide open. Zamari Snowden, and he drops it. No, it pops up into the air, and it goes into the hands of the Walkersville player, but they're waving it off. Nope, Walkersville ball.
Unbelievable. Zamari Snowden from his wingback position right down the middle of the football field.
Wide open.
He was behind everybody. The ball was slightly underthrown. He tried to pull it in and bounced off his shoulder pad. And Christian Policelli from his middle linebacker spot all the way downfield, 30 yards down the field.
Chris came early. Because it popped right, talk about breaks. That ball popped right into his hands. Walkersville with the ball back. We're playing a little seesaw here in this fourth quarter. ISO right, straight ahead. Ty Littleton driving, turning, 7-yard gain on the carry.
And I'll tell you what, it was Christmas, but because Christian Policelli was hustling, he put himself in position for that ball. Because if you think about it, he's the middle linebacker, about the 25-yard line. He picked that thing off at the opposite 40-yard line. So second down, Walkersville, as they continue to work the clock.
Hand off to the deep back, straight ahead. Not much there, maybe 2 yards on the carry as the Lancers shut it down at the point of attack.
Yep, Ty Littleton up the middle again. Short gain on the play. Third and a long 3 for Walkersville.
Ball spotted on the 48-yard line. No, 47 we'll call it. 47-yard line in Walkersville territory, just shy of midfield. Lions out to the line of scrimmage. Handoff to the lone back, straight ahead. Sticks his nose in it, drives, turns, right to the line. He got right to the marker. It's going to be really close. I think we'll have to measure this one. He got the left foot mark.
He got the left foot mark, and they're already
saw that first down. That's a left foot mark, left foot right for the old John Madden special, right?
Yep. And if his left foot,
it's a first down. If it's right foot, it's a measurement. All right. So first down, Walkersville moves the chains and the ball. The nose of the ball is just over into Lancaster's territory, touching the midfield stripe. Handoff to the up back, straight ahead. Not much there. Shut it down right at the line of scrimmage and give him a yard on the forward progress.
Christian Policelli from his fullback position, as you said, stopped by the Linganore interior defense led by number 79, Isaac True. No gain on the play.
Second and 10 for the Lions. Ball on the 49. 5:54 to go in this game. 33-10. Walkersville leads it by 23. Slowly out to the line of scrimmage. Gant looks over the defense. Leans down. Straight drop. Quick out. And it goes right through the hands of the receiver, number 4.
I think that pass caught everybody by surprise, including the Walkersville receiver.
Just a quick little two-step drop, and he fires it out to the wide receiver, but it's incomplete.
See if Coach does run something nice and safe here to get that clock running again.
I had an interesting observation. Look where they spotted the ball. Walkersville lost the length of the football now on the spot. It's right on the midfield stripe now instead of over it, as it was before. Pitch back to Wetzel off the right side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, in the secondary, and he beats everybody for a 20-yard gain. Wow. Somebody lost a shoe out there, too.
Power toss right, great blocking again. Christian Policelli, a fullback lead. Jacob through the hole into the second level, and off he runs. All the way down to the Linganore 19-yard line.
Wow, those run stats are going to look amazing when we tally all this up, don't you think?
Yeah, and Jacob Wetzel is like, Linganore can stop him every now and then for 3 or 4 yards, and then boom, he breaks off a 25-yard.
Again, ISO left, straight ahead, 2 yards on the carry.
Ty Littleton, ISO left, as you said.
Just running out of that eye. Excuse me, out of the straight eye. Straight eye. Yep. Power play. It's a power drive play out of the straight eye. Second and 7 now.
Offensive line play for Walkersville has been impressive all night long.
Ball's on the 16. Handoff straight ahead. Runs into a host of tacklers and he's dragged backwards. Forward progress gives him about a yard on the carry. They will spot it right on the 15. That'll bring them third, and we'll call it 6.
Linganore standing tough there, 2 runs in a row.
Yeah, no quitting these Lancers, I'll tell you. Rick Connors does not.
Oh, they're not going to quit. They're
bring quitters to the field now.
Moving more players in on defense, trying to get some fresh bodies in there.
The unusual Thursday night edition of our Friday Night Lights here because of the Jewish holiday on Saturday. Straight ahead dive play.
Policelli on the carry for Walkersville.
3 yards on the carry is going to bring up 4th and short.
Looks like it's within about 1. Bringing in their power formation.
Only one team playing tomorrow, and that's Urbana up in Delaware. All the other Frederick County teams are playing as we speak, and we'll get you caught up on those scores in just a moment. Play clock all the way down to 1 minute, and they'll have to call a timeout. They do. They get the timeout to avoid the penalty as the clock winds down.
Coach Poles in no hurry there to run a play. Just let her run down to 24 seconds of the play clock and use the timeout.
4th and 1. The ball on the 11-yard line. Walkersville has it.
I think another stat that might stand out to us, Michael, when we look at it, is time of possession.
Yeah.
Again, no doubt about in the first half, it seemed like Linganore only ran maybe 10 plays or so.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with the turnovers.
Yeah. Got a hold of the football. And then Walkersville with the no frills offense, just here we come.
I got bad news for Catoctin fans. Williamsport has just extended its lead to 49-12 over the Cougars.
How's the Oakdale Middletown game going, Michael?
Smithsburg has defeated Frederick 55-10, and Brunswick wins 45-0. And we're looking for, here we go. Middletown has taken a lead 17-16 over Oakdale.
Touchdown, Walkersville. Jacob Wetzel would not be denied. Again, great line play, great blocking. Followed his blocks through. Drug 2 defensive backs from Linganore into the end zone. Touchdown, Walkersville.
Markevich with a 10-yard pass from Reese Poppenberger. The extra point gives Middletown has finally taken the lead for the first time in this game. 17-16 over Oakdale with 6:17 to go.
And the extra point's good here, Michael. So Middletown has come back and has taken the lead on Oakdale?
Yes. And we've got 6 minutes to go in the game. We've got a 40-10 lead here by Walkersville with an impressive game. They have dominated in all categories throughout this game.
If you were to ask Coach Poles, he'd have to be pretty happy, maybe not so happy with some of the penalties, especially those penalties that were committed with the clock's not even running. The offsides, the lining up in the neutral zone. And I believe Walkersville's, that pass interception might be their first turnover in 5 football games this year.
It's possible. Walkersville will kick off. They tee it up on the 40. They'll kick off right to left. To the Lancers with 3:07 to go in this game. There's the kick, high and short, end over end kick, taking it to 20, out to the 25, 30, cuts it back to the middle, tries to get around a bunch of defenders and loses a couple of yards. And the ball is all going to be marked at the 22-yard line now.
Good coverage by Walkersville. Sean Ko on the stop. Linganore starts their drive on the 23-yard line.
High I formation for the Lancers. Handoff to the deep back, straight ahead. Devon Butler in his secondary. Spin, breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Puts one hand in the turf, keeps his balance, and runs another 20 yards. And I'm going to call that, was that a 40-yard carry?
From the 22 to the opposite 44-yard line. A little over 20. You're right, Michael. Great individual effort. He broke about